10 days after I got my adorable first generation RAV4, it very sadly was stolen. We posted on social media and very fortunately, someone located it at 5:30 that night. This is how we found it.
Look at that. What's that? What's that?
I've been on the phone with the police for 13 minutes on hold. They told me that I can't go and see it until I file with the police.
That's right there. We didn't lose it.
We found it at least. Thank you so much, everyone. The people that saw our social media posts are the ones that found it, so
yeah.
Thanks.
Shout out 南瓜的南 from Red Note.
Yeah, thank you so much. Holy frig. The car's undamaged, mostly. They didn't even break the window. It's been open while it's raining all these hours, but like, it was just rolled down. They cleaned the windshield. I have a lot of questions. This is just so weird. Like, there's these big coins. There's like, I should probably put gloves on, but there's like a brooch and hair clips and stuff. This is like 60 bucks right here. What the fuck? Like, there's no damage. My CDs are here. They didn't take anything. My oil's there. The only thing that's strange is that, like, this is all the way back and this was all the way forward. I don't like this. I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Although at least, like, I don't have to work on the Z3 anymore, so that's a plus. F that thing, oh my god.
In the morning, the day after we got the car back, I got a call from the drugs and organized crime team saying that my little RAV4 had to go to the police station, which honestly is awesome news because that means my little RAV4 did some real crimes. It did some robbery.
I'm so proud of you.
Normally people aren't super excited when their car was used for robberies, but given the leading theory beforehand was a Dirty Mike and the Boys style soup kitchen, I am ecstatic. And here it is, after 10 days spent in forensics, I have my little RAV4 back. We have some nice writing here telling us that our forensic exam is done and also a lot of dust and dirt. It just started raining, so you can't really appreciate it, but this thing is filthy. On the inside too, things are shockingly good. It is super dirty, but the musky smell that it had when we first got it back has dissipated as it was in forensics, and it has that nice first gen RAV4 smell. And overall, like, the ignition isn't punched out, the window's still there, and our leading theory is that it's just super easy to break into these. You can use like any Toyota key and just, there you go. There are some problems though. I was super concerned about the clutch, although that seems to have survived just fine, although I have sometimes been having trouble getting it into first gear, and also the exhaust was hanging off the back before, and of course our plastic zip ties did not survive the excursion at all. And now we don't just have a loud exhaust from the back, but also it's loud from the front now too. So I'm concerned that the exhaust hanging off, banging around has potentially damaged the headers or created another exhaust leak, but let's at least get the exhaust tied up. The next stop has to be the detailers because it's just filthy in there. I don't want to deal with it, but before we do that, I don't want to damage the exhaust anymore. So I got some stainless hanging wire that should hopefully keep it in place. There we go.
OEM Plus.
Yeah, that's not coming off. All right, next stop, rinse lab. With the RAV4 all nice and clean, let's make sure it stays that way with some help from today's sponsor, Avalon King. Their Armor Shield 9 nano ceramic coating makes everything hydrophobic, so water and scum just beads right off. It is extremely easy to apply and can cover all of your car's surfaces, from body panels to lights to windows to wheels. It also works on things like your bike, outdoor chairs, and even your shower to repel scum and water that might be getting in there. The kit includes everything that you need for a professional install. For an entire car, it'll take you about an hour and a half, and it will last for up to 3 years. It is currently Avalon King's Black Friday sale, so use our link down below to get 3 Armor Shield 9s for $119.99. That's 43% off, and also the first 200 orders get a free shampoo. Okay, the sponsor spot's over, like my talking points are done, but holy crap. I am shocked at how good this looks. It looks like someone took the saturation and just cranked it IRL. It's so shiny. Now you guys probably expect for the first thing I do on this to be a security upgrade, and that is in the mail, but unfortunately it isn't here yet, so damn it, it doesn't unlock by itself. So I have got the absolute best form of anti-theft. A steering club. Looking online, you can do quite a few things, but the most effective is typically just a club because you throw it on there, thieves see it, and they're like, oh, that's a pain in the ass, and they move on to something else. While we wait for that security system to arrive though, I wanna fix this exhaust. It's been pretty bad before, but since I put those wire hangers on it, it's so loud, it's so obnoxious. They just make an absolute racket, and I'm finally gonna fix it. This is my first time properly being under here, and I'm pleased to report that there is virtually no rust. There's like a tiny bit of surface stuff, but wire wheel, bit of rust converter, that's gonna go right away. Now, let's see if we can get this exhaust off. Now you pop off and don't fall on me. Okay, there's one off. Oh, now for the fun part. If only I had someone else here that could help me do this.
I'm helping.
Thank you, Andy. Oh, I forgot I had all those stupid wires on there and that won't come off.
Extra secure.
Haha.
That's part of the exhaust.
Yep.
You could just delete that.
Yeah, I don't need that. Pro tip, if you're having trouble with your exhaust being super loud, one reason could be that the muffler's just not attached at all. I don't think there's anything left in here. The number one thing for getting good welds is making sure that everything's really nice and clean, and looking at this, good luck. I think we are ready to weld, and this is where I need to give Prime Weld an absolutely huge shout out. They sent over their TIG 225X so that we could, you know, work on all of our boxes, and this thing seems like it is going to be awesome. We wanted it because, for one, TIG welding looks prettier, and we're putting it all on camera. Now, this is gonna look nice. Also, it does 120 and 240 volts, so when we upgrade from this garage at some point, we can have way more amps. And also, apparently their customer service is really, really good. That was the biggest selling point for me personally, because when you're looking at lower budget welders, they aren't necessarily the most reliable things in the world, and knowing that Prime Weld's gonna take care of you is what sold me on it. As a bonus, this thing does both DC and AC welding, so if in the future you want to weld aluminum, it is technically possible, and also there's stick welding as an option if we need to weld in the field for some reason. When this goes terribly, blame my skills in preparation, not Prime Weld, please. It's not pretty, but it's sticking.
Sick.
Geez, got a big friggin' hole over here. This is gonna be fun. Well, that's possibly the worst weld that I've ever done in my life, but it's really strong, and we're just gonna put it back on the car and not worry about it. There's basically no gasket in here, so I'm just gonna throw a bunch of ultra copper at it and hope for the best. One way or another, this will be attached soon. While I'm under here, there are a couple spots with a tiny bit of surface rust. I'm not concerned about any of it, but I'm just gonna wire wheel it and then spray a bunch of fluid film on it so that it just doesn't continue.
Brand new.
Yeah. All right, let's see how she sounds. Civilized. I think that the exhaust leak up front might have gotten fixed too. Never mind, it didn't. Not at all.
Probably not.
While we wait for the actual security system to arrive, if my crowbar isn't enough, I have gotten a couple of tiles. I chose these little trackers simply because they work on iOS and Android. Wow, why couldn't everyone do that? Anyway, I'm gonna throw 2 of these in here, one of them so I can track it, and the other one so that if the thief finds one of them, they won't find the other one, hopefully. I'm sorry guys, I do trust you, but I'm not showing you where they're hidden. We'll have an affiliate link for this down below.
Installed.
It is finally time to upgrade the security of my RAV4, and to do that, we're going to be installing a ghost key from Jordan Distributors Incorporated. Now, in most cars, you have what's called an immobilizer. There will be a little chip in your key, so when you insert it into the ignition, it reads that, there's like a little hardware encryption, and it needs to pass that check in order to turn your car on. This RAV4 does not have any immobilizer, so a flathead screwdriver, kind of any key that you want or anything like that, you can just put in here, turn it, and the car turns on and drives away and does some crimes. Not anymore though, so let's get this installed. The first step of installing the ghost key is to completely blow apart my dash. On many cars, you might be able to just pull out the whole ignition right here. There's a little bit of trim, but this one is integrated into the whole front panel, so she needs to go. Fortunately, the dash removal of this is not super difficult. There's just a lot of steps. So 2 screws there. Now my little radio cover should be able to come out. Should be able to come out. Should be... There we go.
Disconnect the battery?
Yeah, we should probably disconnect the battery. Wow, this is like the easiest battery disconnect I've ever seen. Look at that. The radio now can come out and we can see how good or bad the install of this was by the previous owner. Okay. I have definitely seen way worse. I've also done way worse, so I'll call that a pass. Okay, just pull on this and it should come out. There we go. Huge shout out to Lab Coat Paul, by the way. He has a great video on how to disassemble this dash, and if you get a first gen RAV4, be prepared to watch many of his videos. Now what is this? If I already had a kill switch installed and didn't know it, I would be so sad. Oh, it's a momentary switch. What could that be for? What the hell is down here? We have a random relay. We also have some wires that go up to a little light that's been installed up here. I've kind of been wondering what the heck that is. It kind of looks like that there was an immobilizer installed and maybe removed after. Wow, there's actually a whole security system in here. Alpine mobile security system, and it looks like it's been disabled. Like the wires that allow it to actually do its thing have been cut. Like this relay's not connected to anything, but I kind of wish they'd left it working. Well, the good news is it's going to be way easier to install our ghost key because all the wires that you need to find to put an immobilizer there already have little crimp connectors on them. With a 14, we can remove the steering column. Haha, there we go.
Now drive like that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to drive like this. Now with the key in the accessory position and an Allen key stuck in this little hole here, I should be able to just pull this whole thing. Ow. I got it. I guess that's how your key works. Just does that. So what are we installing here? We are getting a push button start, which is great, but many push button start kits just delete your factory immobilizer, make it even easier to steal your car. Not so much here, because when you go into your car, you need to use this antenna and this little key fob. It has a bespoke encrypted key for every single one of these, so no one else with one of these systems can steal your car, so you need to authenticate here. And then this little immobilizer box makes sure that everything is all good and then allows you to start your car. Also, it's pretty easy to install because it includes some little adapters here that just plug straight into the factory connectors. Before fully installing everything, I just want to give everything under here a nice little clean. If you blow apart part of your car and don't clean it while you're in there, we cannot be friends. Push button gets to go just like that. To fold the little clippies in on the back side. This is coming out just because I need a good spot for a ground wire to go for our ghost key. And this bolt right here seems like as good of a spot as any. I now need to connect this wire to the brake sense, which makes it so that you need to press the brake before you start the car. And conveniently, that wire has already been tapped by the previous security system install. Now I just want to plug everything in and give it a little test before all of it ends up in very hard to reach areas. Now, I haven't done anything. Push to start, nothing happens. Great.
Now I can come in here, I've got this. Hey! I pushed to start! Hell yeah! All right. Let's put the car back together. One of the awesome things about this Ghost key is you have many options for what you can use for starting your vehicle. So like we have this little thing that you can attach to your phone. That works. We also have 2 little guys, 3 bigger ones with a nice leather pouch, this other one, and a key card. And the thing that I like most about this is that it means that I can still have 6 keys for my RAV4. One final thing before we go for a drive. The evening that this was stolen and we got it back and it was taken again, our friend Maya came over with this sticker that she made 2 years ago. She's an artist, has a whole bunch of different like cool automotive things. You can go check her out at Folio Motive, but we are putting this absolute gem onto my RAV4, and also you can see some tri-spokes there. Get subscribed because we might have some in the mail. And here we go, I'm driving my little RAV4. Sorry it's so dark, but those stupid clips meant that it became dark outside, because that happens pretty friggin' early right now, but I am so incredibly pleased. I absolutely love this little car, and I was really afraid that I was never gonna see it again, but here we are. It is super clean inside and out. It looks better than it ever has during my ownership. Like, man, that ceramic coating made it pop so hard. I don't have to worry about people stealing it. I do kind of have to worry about people getting in still, since there's a bunch of scratches on this window, and that's definitely how they got in. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to like rekey an old car, please let me know. But overall, I am beyond stoked. The exhaust is oh my god, still a little bit loud coming from the front, because the headers definitely did not enjoy a bit of a thieves journey with the whole exhaust dangling down below, but it sounds so much better than it did before I welded it, and overall, just, man, I am friggin' stoked. She's back! RAV4's back, baby, and we have a bunch of content planned for it. So please get subscribed, hit like on this video, and if you want to go support our Patreon, we will use that money to buy more boxes like this one. Have a great old day.